Well, when we have these rather bad weather conditions, which we've been experiencing for at least the last 3 weeks, we have to still keep these hounds, which have got to a certain degree of fitness, up to that fitness, and they must get out and do some work. And one of the ways which we can do this is to go out on our feet. It's a poor scenting day today. It's very frosty, the weather. It's not conducive to a good scent, although there are not a lot of people who'd be able to tell you what is. But today is not a good scenting day. A foxhound quite naturally quite enjoys to go off and find a fox. To me, of course, I would be as happy to stand up there in a blizzard and listen to the hounds hunting in a valley standing on my feet with cold ears as I would be galloping across the finest bit of grass-vale country in England. But that's because of the things that actually I enjoy in hunting, which is the hound, which is the music and the noise of the hound. It rings within the valley, and especially in hardwood trees. It is truly music, and the scenery over which it is played. We achieved very little. Just rarely, at the end of the day, it's been a good exercise for everybody. And the hounds have done a bit, and hopefully we'll be able to go hunting on Thursday as planned. You know, this is my life, and I don't think I ever wanted to do anything else since I was a child.
For a lot of people, the moor is synonymous with liberty, the freedom to walk for miles with the spirit released from the cares and trivia of workday existence. For others, the moor has a sinister ring. It's another name for Dartmoor prison, and few prisons in Europe have bleaker locations. It's claustrophobia made stone, a grim place of locks and keys and stultifying routine. You'd have to be a pretty mean spirit to look at this place and not feel some element of compassion, because it's so grim. It's so bleak in the spiritual and physical sense. In here, men are concerned with the passing of time, and this anxiety ensures that time passes very, very slowly. So this is a world of locks and keys and bars, a world also of suspicion. And the moor itself, stretching for miles each side of the place, is really the third wall. It's an extension of the prison, and it holds them in the prison. If ever they get out, they're still trapped by the environment. When the blizzards come to open countryside like this and blow for days on end with a ferocity that's hard to imagine, along with a faint unease, you become remarkably stimulated. The terrible power of the winds blowing up here in the winter is more than exhilarating. It can stun the senses, leave the mind empty, so that your whole body, every fibre of your being is responding to the violence of nature, which is never without its challenge or dangers.
The police called me this morning and told me that yesterday a group of 10 Tours lads had seen two walkers coming down from Rattlebrook Foot. They'd found out that these two walkers were due to make Tavistock last night and they basically haven't shown up. They could be anywhere. They could have tried to come out with their backs to the wind over this way, which is the most likely thing, if they hadn't actually followed the river right the way down. What we're going to do, in fact, is we're going to cover the area between Hare Tor and Sharp Tor, sweeping up to the northeast, and then turn more to the southeast, down towards the river, and then come back down this side of the river as far as Nator Farm.
3635, we are walking at a bearing of 062 magnetic, over. Start 35, this is start 36. Yes, all noted, we're on the same bearing. Out.
I'm on my own because the dog has to be away from other people because he operates purely on human air scent. And if there's anybody else around, like another team or anything with their scent coming towards him, obviously he's going to find them and indicate them, which is not what we're after. So I have to go out well on my own, ahead of everybody else, before anybody else has had a chance to cover the area.
I'll find him.
On a roughly southwesterly bearing.
Once he finds a casualty on the air scent, he rushes in towards him, and this can differ from 200 to 300, 400 metres, depending on the sort of wind that we've got. He comes up to me, he runs up to me and barks and jumps up. That is his indication to me that he has found a person. There is a casualty there. On the command show me then takes me back to exactly where that body is, and he guides me in by coming back to me, going to the body, barking all the time, so that even in bad conditions I can hear him, I can see exactly where the dog's heading me, and then I get to the body and there it is.
The Dartmoor Rescue Group has to deal with casualties which occur throughout the year. Survival is a baffling business. Man who can travel in space without too much discomfort can finish up a corpse on Dartmoor in winter. And while the body is carried off, the vole burrows out of the snowdrift, full of life. The small animal has been equipped by nature to survive where man is always in peril. Creation is forever sending its travellers through time on voyages of evolution, while a Dartmoor winter hints at human frailty.